So, we'll be talking about news outlets on social media. So, we'll be talking about different news outlets, how to follow them on social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Social media feeds are full of information and opinions shared by ordinary people, advertisers, as well as posts from activist groups, politicians, and news medias that a user follows or the platform recommends. Taking the United States as an example, on both Facebook and Twitter, the largest proportion of social media news users say they are most likely to pay attention to mainstream media and journalists. You do not have to read the daily newspaper to stay informed. This has been possible due to the advancement in technology like the internet, social media platforms, and smartphones. You can stay informed and connected 24/7 by consuming news from social media platforms. News outlets are aware people digest the news differently. It's not only read in newspapers, watched on television, or heard in the radio anymore. To stay connected with their audiences, they post news updates on platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the list goes on. News websites and mainstream media keep you up to date with what's going on. But with so much fake news and media bias out there, you need to choose reputable, unbiased news sources. So we could be accessing the news through apps, and there are many benefits to doing so. Firstly, it could make you it could keep you updated wherever you are. Secondly, news story summaries keep you in the loop until you have time to get the full story. Thirdly, get notification from you could get notification from your favorite sources, journalists, and topics. Fourth, you can get notifications to see stories as they are happening. Fifth, you can get access to many news sources, not just the physical paper you subscribe to. So, what types of news apps exist? There are different types of news apps to help keep you in the loop. First of all, there are source-specific apps like the New York Times app. And secondly, there are all source apps such as Google News, Apple News. It gives you all the top headlines from any sources. Third, there are summarizing news ads like the Skim apps that would give you just a summary of the top news stories. You could customize your news as well. One of the benefits of many news apps is their customizability. Many news apps will offer you the option of customizing the types of news outlets you receive news from and the types of stories you see. Online exclusive content. Many stories that get published these days don't actually make it into the paper. The Washington Post publishes roughly 500 stories per day. Not all of those go to print. Apps also offer more interactive features that you don't get from a physical newspaper. The New York Times has multiple interactive features on their app, like their COVID tracker and their election and poll tracking pages. All different mediums in one place. All news sources have diversified to include written, video, and audio content. The app and website are the best way to get access to the whole plethora of content offered by outlets. Your favorite newspaper and app forum. Whatever your favorite newspaper is, chances are they have an app. If you already a subscriber to the physical paper, this probably comes with access to online content too. And the pictures to the right gives you plenty of examples, like the New York Times and LA Times. If you're not a subscriber, you can become one for online purposes only. You can also only subscribe to certain aspects of the paper and not others. For example, you can be a subscriber to only the New York Times crossword or New York Times Cooking, or to be all access subscriber. The best apps for all sources. If you prefer to get your news from a variety of sources, there are plenty of free and paid apps that give you larger access. Such apps are a great way to diversify your news sources, see a wider perspective, and cast a wider geographical net for your news. These apps can be handy if you're trying to get news and avoid the cost of having multiple subscriptions. Google News. Google News gives you a customized news briefing of the top 5 stories, updating throughout the day based on global news, local content, and your interests. The full coverage feature brings up other views and articles focused on the same topic, giving you a broader view of the story. You can also subscribe to your favorite news sources with options for premium subscriptions to magazines, newspapers, and websites. Apple News. Apple News comes preloaded on every Apple device, but it's not available on other platforms. Like Google News, it gives you access to headlines from a variety of news sources and magazines. You can use it for headlines for free or subscribe to get access to a bunch of different sources all in one place. Inkl- Inkle. Inkle is available on all devices and offers a monthly subscription package that gives you access to content from the Washington Post, The Guardian, The Economist, and more. Inkle also offers a prepaid subscription option, which bills readers 10 cents for each article. Read uh article read, allowing you access to tons of different sources without making a big commitment. Associated Press. AP News delivers stories from the Associated Press's network of local, national, and global news writers, giving you a wide variety of coverage. AP writers and not affiliated with a particular paper but write stories that get published across different news sources. This app allows you to follow your favorite topics as well as your favorite affiliated news sources. These apps are good if you're not interested in reading full articles on your phone or tablets, but still want the access to the latest headlines on the go. Some allow you to read brief summaries on the latest stories, while others give you to save stories you want to come back to later. The Skim is a digital media company dedicated to give women the information they need to make confident decisions. They break down the news, trends, policies, and politics that impact women so they can navigate their daily lives and futures. The Skim creates daily, short, easily digestible summations. You can click through and get additional information on any summary you read. You can use the app, which updates throughout the day, or you can just subscribe to their email newspaper, which gives you a daily briefing of the news. Pocket. The whole idea behind Pocket is to find articles you are interested in and save them so you can read them later when you have time. Pocket integrates with the share button on other apps on your phone, email, and browsers to save it for later. You can save stuff from across devices and have them all in one place, the Pocket app, later when you have time. Turning on news notifications. Whether you're trying to get more or less news, adjusting your notification settings is helpful. These settings can be changed to allow or disable you from receiving push notifications. They pop up on your screen from news apps on your phone. You can usually access the app's specific notifications from this area too and decide what kind of news you get notifications for. So this is how you do it. You go to settings on your phone and then you scroll down to notification, which is like a red square with a square, white square, and a circle in it, and then you go to news, and then you could go to New York Times notification settings, and there you will be able to turn on news notifications for the news. And you can actually choose what you want to know, like breaking news, top stories, morning briefings, business and technology, New York, and politics. And yeah, thank you for listening.